Welcome to the Tax War Stories podcast. We got Mr. Kenny from Fast here. He's the man going real fast. Okay, give us a quick intro, who you are, what you built, like what makes you guys like top and elite in the area.
Kenny Truong, run Team Fast at EXP Realty. Been in business for 18 years. So running this specific team is my third team. This is our 6.5 years in. We are currently at around 215 agents. Just last week, we were recognized 5 Real Trends as the number 4 team for size and volume for enterprise size team in the state of California. We're also number 12 in the US.
Oh man, that's fast. 215 plus and growing even more. You're expanding your team even more. Nothing in sight to stop. What's been your sauce to grow so fast and keep everyone happy? Because if people aren't making money, they're going to leave, generally speaking. What's the culture you built here?
A lot of the culture is, it's our company slogan. I don't know if you can see it around, but it's be you, but fast. So we really emphasize on helping agents build their personal brand, which isn't something that majority of teams don't do, and many brokerages do not know how to do. So we're running a weird concept where we feel like our team, our branding, the Fast Real Estate Team Fast brand is more like a white label. We have made some shifts in the past year to really bring our brand more to consumer facing. And that's done in the messaging and the branding on social media and some of our print marketing. Are really proud of being able to groom brand new agents, and many of them are doing like 20 deals within the second year with us. Our like agent facing slogan, we have Be You But Fast, which is on our clothing and stuff, but our agent facing slogan is we scale top producers fast.
Oh, wow. That's okay. So you guys actually help agents build their personal brand. And that's why because to build 200 means people actually have longevity at a company. Otherwise, you never scale if your culture sucks because everyone leaves.
Yeah.
So that personal brand is one of the key parts of, I think when you start like 2011, start building your personal brand.
But 2011 was when I started building my personal brand.
Yeah.
I got licensed in 09.
Yeah. So that's really, you made that big shift because now you're not really doing much personal production yourself, or you still do?
I do probably around 15 deals a year.
You do 15?
So like last week, I'm currently holding 8 listings right now myself.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, so I still stay pretty active, boots to the ground, keep myself sharp, mostly work off referrals. I'm always like, most of my business comes from agent referrals.
Okay, got it. So from like the 200 and so going to 215 plus from like the beginning till now, what did like the payroll, all the headaches with the money go like with all the agents and shooting out commissions and 10?
This team are like the whole 18 years.
This is still over 18 years. What's been like the best, the ups, downs? Because when people talk about money and stuff, like especially their own commissions and comp, like people start tripping and whatnot. So like, what's been like someone that went like ape and crazy on you, where someone's like super grateful for you?
You got to spend money to make money. That's just something I see even on our team, and most realtors they're unwilling to do, and they're not able to get the results they want. I think agents should probably spend about 25% of what they make back into the business. My second or third year in, I hired a virtual assistant in the Philippines for like $4 an hour. That really changed my business, and gives you some perspective. Like my first year between March and December, I did 24 deals, but that was only a total volume count of 4 million. So I think from real estate, I probably made like 60 grand or something. Oh, yeah, because the whole average home price is like 200 grand. So I was like working very hard. By the time it was like a recession, so take what you can get. I was working multiple jobs at a time.
Oh yeah.
So the numbers were much different. Yeah, my second year I did 25 deals. I was like busy out showing homes all the time, and I couldn't write that many offers. It was a whole different ball game where it was less relationship based, and many homes were foreclosed, empty. Many investors were writing lowball offers. So there's many weeks I was writing like 10 offers. So I needed someone to do that. Yeah. So by my second year, I think I hired a virtual assistant because I was like doing 25 deals a year and writing on average, I don't know, like 10 offers a week. Investors, short sales, they're just throwing any number out. Like, oh, this house is 200 grand, I'll write 150. Sure. But more like order taker. So that like really get that process going. So I'm not sitting on the screen all day long. And then I needed help with my marketing as I was scaling, creating flyers, updating my CRM, stuff like that. So my payroll was very small. It was just a $4 assistant. But towards that third year, then I brought on 2 more assistants, and I think maybe around $15 an hour or something like that in that ballpark, where it was fair at that time. But 2 of the friends I brought on assistants, I got them licensed. So then it's mostly off a split model. But thinking my overhead, I didn't spend a lot on different tools and stuff. I did sign up for like bench ads and kind of marketing. There wasn't the ability to buy Zillow leads yet my third year in. Yeah. So I worked as a Redfin partner agent, and I gave away like a third of my commission on Redfin.
Oh, Redfin.
Yeah. But after my first year of Redfin, I remember I paid out like 80 something thousand dollars in referral fees. I was like, I should just take that money and build my own brand, which is like the opposite of what people are doing now with the whole Zillow. I'm not branding myself, but if I was paying Redfin a referral fee, I'd rather up my reviews on Zillow. So I think I got into spending, I don't know, 5.2, then scaled up to $5,000 a month back on Zillow so I can generate business from there. Yeah, so that went on for, I think, my 3rd year, my 4th year, and a little bit of my 5th year in.
Oh, wow. But like that big leap of faith, though, is really when you're writing so many deals, you're like, I just need some more help writing deals.
Yeah.
$4
Yeah, as an agent, once you start making money and you have a pipeline going, the market's kind of crazy. It's always up and down, but there's at least you have some type of predictability based on your cadence, your workflow. Hey, I'm sharing this much leads a month. I'm talking to this many people, then I'm guaranteed to have this many deals. Coming from Redfin, my 3rd year in, I said my first, 2nd year, I did 24, 25 deals. My 3rd year in, I did 52 deals. And also the price point skyrocketed that year, going from my first 2 years, average $200,000 home price. My 3rd year in, the prices went to 400.
Oh, and double.
Like that year was like when the market made a recovery. So my 52 deals translated to around 20 million business. So essentially my business tripled in a year. Yeah. So that was like, okay, I'm onto something and I can keep that up. I brought on more agents. I was generating a lot of leads. I'm not going to go into how I generate the leads because let's say that's for something else. But yeah, I was able to generate a lot of leads. So I was like, oh, now I can bring on people to work those leads.
Oh, nice. So you made those investments back into business. A lot of our business owner clients, we tell them, hey, one of the best things you can do to a tax write-off, because I was like, hey, what kind of tax strategy do you want? Yeah, you can buy it to G-Wagon, SUB, Section 179. But it's like, I always tell a lot of people, just put it back in your own business just because it's going to compound and make your life a lot easier.
Yeah, real estate, I won't say it's easy, but it's simple. I don't know how other businesses are like. It's for us, if I can put money in and I'm guaranteeing more conversations or more touch points with my past client, I'm guaranteed to get more leads, and more leads equals more conversations, equals more business. Some other business that might not be that simple.
Oh, yeah, I think getting more out there is just the biggest part. Having conversations with people is always a starter to see if you can help, or if you can't help, steer them to the right people also. Yeah, you mentioned the bench ads actually too. I'm a nerdy accountant. I like to just allow us to know if I spend X, what is it going to generate me Y conversations or Y dollars? Is there any way to attribute?
No, you're gonna hate my bench ads. So on my 2nd, 3rd years, I was building my personal brand. I ran a Facebook business page. So I was posting content about the local market, the economy, developments. And then I was getting a lot of views on that. I was a kind of local news person. And then I was trying to figure out how to get offline people to go online to find my stuff. So then I started with the bench ads. My first 10 bench ads, the market was so bad and marketing was so little spent by realtors that I scored all the bench ads around Lake Merritt, which I would consider one of the most premium spots in Oakland.
Yep.
They're available. And then I think they're like $120 each or something. So my spend on 10 bench ads might be, I don't know, $1,200. Within 3 years or so, or 2.5 years, 3 years, I ended up getting up to 99 bench ads. I can't measure what the ROI is on that.
Yeah.
But people knew who I was. They saw them everywhere. I know I was getting a lot of business because people were like, my brand was growing really big.
Yeah. Okay. So it was all brand play, because for brand play,
yeah.
You can't measure brand, right?
Yeah.
Brand's a goodwill asset. Yeah. Goodwill, it's a subjective valuation on what it is, but 215 plus agents and you're successful.
Yeah. And all that was in the year 3 to 5.
3 to 5 was all the bench.
Yeah. The bench was like maybe 4 to 6, the premium to them. Yeah, like around that era, and then I phase them out slowly over time.
Yeah, okay, nice. Now, like I was doing some creeping. I don't know if these numbers are correct, but $56 to $670 million like gross commission coming in. Is that correct now?
No, 56 million in sales was our number in year 9 of my business.
Yeah.
At my 5th year at Klein was my 2nd brokerage. So that company shut down in December, so we had to find a new home. So we landed at this brokerage called ESP Realty.
Yeah.
We went from 56 million to 127 million in 1 year, a COVID year, by the way. So just imagine what that's like. And then the next year we got to 560 million.
Yeah.
So we 10x'd our business in 2 years. And somehow we ended up 14x'ing our business in about 3 years.
Yeah.
Just like sheer sales volume though. And then our agent count went from the 56 million a year with 88 units. I was involved in every single transaction. My name was on every contract.
Yeah.
As I scaled and I was building out this brokerage model, we went from the 10 agents to 110 to 220 to 330 within 3 years.
Wow. They could see a vision and a dream working at this company.
Yeah, they saw my personal brand because like I was recruiting through social media. I was posting a lot of stories.
Yeah.
During the COVID era, really short version. there was like 70 webinars. I hosted myself like half of them, and I streamed it to Zoom. So I streamed from Zoom over Facebook, and I featured all the top agents in my market.
Yeah.
So I was the most famous person during COVID, and then because there was no one you can avoid me, you see your friends, they're all part of my network.
Yeah.
So that blew up. Like between June and January, it went from like 17 to 110 agents. Yeah, like we recruited like 90 agents. We recruited like 90 agents within 6 to 7 months to my team during the latter half of the first quarter of the year.
Oh, dang. That's growth.
So personal brand.
Yeah, personal brand.
Yeah, so I can't give you ROI on it, but everyone knew who I was already when they go online. They're like, okay, that's Kenny's thing.
Yeah. And then you said your benchmarks, hey, you should do 25% of your gross revenue back into your personal brand marketing.
Yeah.
Do you have a counter, like how much like you've invested in your career into your own personal brand?
I don't.
Yeah.
Like I can estimate like early years, like 20, 30 grand on roughly on online ads, like Facebook marketing, a little bit, mostly Facebook business page stuff to get my name out there. Later, my fifth year in business, I partnered with Climb Real Estate, my previous company, who merged our Zillow accounts, and I got them to spend up to 50. I got them up from 10 to 50 grand a month on Zillow. So,
Yeah.
but that was my brand. So like, we spent $1 million there. My biggest, someone reminded me this week too, like when the Warriors won that first game, this is a big branding play. When the Warriors won the finals, I don't watch NBA, so the way I'm talking about it sounds very technical. So the Warriors won the championship, and there was a 1.6 million people out there for parade around like Marion and Oakland. I bought the Skywriter in the sky for 5 lines. Kenny Truong, #1 agent in Oakland, Climb Real Estate, #1 agent in Zillow. The 5 lines was like 21 grand for half an hour, but people still talk about three different people at 3 different events brought it up to me this week.
Yeah.
And that was 20 grand, but
And it still got brought up.
Yeah. I talked to this really successful loan officer yesterday. She told me one of her good friends is a really successful team leader, does 60 deals a year more right now. He said, I inspired him to get into real estate after he saw that. I want to do that. And then a couple agents on my team that work for me that saw that, I was like, damn, I want to. So I can actually give you ROI on that. If I only count my team member, there's probably like at least a 10x ROI on that one half-hour event.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
That's clever, man. You got you just have the natural intuition of like where attention is and where to put it?
I think so. Yeah. I got my first computer in 5th grade, but I was starting to build websites.
5th grade?
Yeah. So I was building websites by middle school, like running blogs, Zanga, Angel Fire, just building stuff.
Yeah.
I've always been on social media, like MySpace and Asian Avenue and all that. But for me, my marketing, it's hard to find my face. So you on my Instagram right now, the last 100 posts, I'm not even sure you can find my face. So I like marketing and attention and doing that stuff, but it's never about me. Sounds weird to say I'm trying to build all this without me, but I'm building a brand where people look for me, but it's not like, look at Kenny.
So while you've had all this growth on this side, like how's the taxes been on that side? Are you taking advantage of the real estate professional status and minimizing as much as you can?
Yeah, I've had a CPA for forever, like well over a decade. I write off a lot of things. I live a I don't really ball out too much. I don't spend a lot of my money on stupid stuff. I don't even own the car. My car got stolen twice last year. I don't even own the car right now.
Yeah, still twice. Yeah.
But I don't really waste money on a lot of stuff. So majority of what I do is eating out or traveling. I travel 20 times a year probably, but it's all conferences. My taxes are pretty simple.
Yeah.
I got incorporated my 3rd year in with an S Corp.
Nice.
I do pay myself payroll, like a W-2 at the end of the year. I think I'm around, it ranges. I don't know, it's somewhere between like whatever's appropriate. I think maybe like 150 to 180 range.
Reasonable compensation.
Yeah, reasonable compensation at the end of the year.
Enough to like max out retirement if you need
max out retirement on the Roth IRA.
Yep. Nice. Yeah, Roth IRAs and then like solo 401ks.
401k I haven't done, but yeah, the IRA.
Oh, okay. Yeah. That one's just like for something like how much you want to stash in. Obviously you're a real estate guy, so I'm sure you invest in real estate. But like just retirement accounts, you can just juice it up to 72, 73 grand this year. And if you're at the top tax bracket, it's 50% on that. So some good stuff there. So nice. So you live pretty minimally, but a lot of this goes back into investment.
Yeah, a lot of it goes into business. Right? The business, other than since the market crash, there hasn't been a year where probably prior to the market crash, there hasn't been a year like I sold less homes. And the thing is like, I'm giving like advice I don't follow. Like it's not just about chasing the bigger numbers, like all that, but then I just had the opportunity and lucked out during COVID to grow that fast. But you don't necessarily want to chase bigger numbers. It's more headaches, more payroll, more risk. like it's a lot of times it's not worth it. Many team leaders reach out to me. I've had Zoom calls with multiple leaders last year. Hey, I want to scale my team or do this, and looking at it, like it doesn't make sense for you to do that. Like it's not, a lot of times it's not worth it to go bigger. It makes more sense to just get more like admin help, support, and keep it small. Don't do it for the ego. Like I don't do things. I win a lot of freaking awards, like, but I don't really care. Like I don't strive to get them. I just so happen to get them, and then people know like I really passionate about the business and how to grow it and do the things, not just like I want to be number one. Like it's never been really driven by that.
Yeah, it's not like
Which sounds weird, like to say that.
Yeah, no, it seems true because it's like I feel like you get flushed out when the money comes, right? It shows you, exposes you of like who you truly are, right? So you're like still living modest after being the most ultra successful you can be, winning everything there is.
I went to this event 2 days ago, the NAREP Contra Costa Gala installation, and the CEO of Next Gen Loans, Andy, he's a multi-millionaire, and he got mentors that are billionaires, pays a lot of money for that. He ran us through a scenario, the entire room, which that was a really cool scenario. He had us all write on a piece of paper, like 4 things you would buy if you had all the money in the world.
Yeah, what was yours?
I had a hard time, like, because I wrote $5 million 11, the Turbo S, and then I put a $5,000 sleep 8 bed, kind of an older model. And like Pat said, there wasn't like, Pat said like, there's not a lot of things people need. And his whole point of his workshop, that quick thing he did was like, most of us think we want these things, but like what is it really after you get that? A lot of people feel empty. Like, what are you really, really working for?
Mm-hmm.
Like, I don't know. I think that's why I always work to get like just freedom of time.
Yeah, I remember when I first started, I was like, yeah, art stop, like I got all the time. I'm like, that's when I knew like you're truly like wealthy, because it's like, hey, when you have all your time control, that's like kind of what I'm like chasing.
I made way less money. I have no stress. Like last year, I rode my bike for like over 500 hours last year.
Oh wow.
Yeah, like I rather just like have health and fit and like have wealth. Health is wealth, right? Like I'd rather be healthy and make less money than, like I've seen a lot of people stressed out. Like during the REO crisis, like my second, third, fourth year in, there was a lot of agents selling 100 homes a year. And I kept hearing about them. They had like really, really bad health conditions.
Oh,
I forgot what exactly, but yeah, they were like deteriorating. And I was like, I do not want to do that.
Oh no, yeah, I noticed you got the every fitness.
Oh, yeah, I got my Whoop. I tried this religiously. You got your Whoop too. I got my Garmin 15X8.
Yeah. Oh, you're going down now. And then you got the bike there too. So fitness is definitely big for you.
It's my priority.
Yeah. So you're just, is this really the mission of just driving, having fun, and helping others? It sounds like.
Yeah, that's how it's always been. So keeping it fun. The market's challenging, has ups and downs. And something like you asked me, like what the thing about this team, like there's very, very few brokerages in the US that can help new agents really well. Keller Williams is really famous for that, but past that, most of the brands, especially in the Bay Area, legacy brands are like premium, boutique, luxury brands, and they just don't bring on new agents. So there's no haven for them or people that can really have the resources focus on that other than tell them to rely on the brand. And then also, for me to compete against the brokerages, like we found our lane, which is like helping like new agents grow. Yeah. And we do have a lot of seasoned agents too with the listings, but then we kind of see their journey. It's like 2 to 5 years. And my last company, Climb Real Estate, was very much like that too.
Oh, okay. So you guys are actually willing to take in new agents and believe in them.
Yeah, we take new agents all the time.
Yeah, nice. Yeah, because I saw that studio you showed back there. That was absolutely sick. So have you separated the two companies in like a studio media company and then?
Not yet. My head of media guy and myself, we started a new company called Shredditors. We just got incorporated.
Shredditors?
Yeah, Shredditors, like shred edit. We started that about a month ago. We got like the financing, the money figured out, the company figured out. So we're looking to launch that company as a video editing service company.
Oh, sick. That'll be catered.
Yeah, but no, they're not separate yet, but we're in the process of that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. That'll be all for like walkthroughs, agents, talking,
anything,
all that. Even
long
real estate related?
It could be cutting anything.
Oh, anything.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Right now, just word of mouth. We're trying to get it running. He built the whole platform himself. I think using Cloudflare, but yeah, he coded all of that, his own mini platform, separate from having paid any other digital services for hosting and all that.
So you got your media going. So like, I've seen like all the Netflix stuff, right? You got Selling Sunset, you got Sirhan going on that side. Yeah. It seems like it's a lot of noise, stirring up attention, which is important because that's how you sell homes, right? If you don't have attention, you're not going to sell anything.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like what's your own thoughts on that? I'm just curious on like these like glammed up shows with drama and stuff. Like what's your take on that?
I've only watched more than, in the last like many years, I've literally only watched like half season of Selling Sunset. I did watch Buying Beverly Hills. Past that, I don't watch any No, I said Selling Sunset. Sorry, I did not watch that show.
Yeah.
Sirhan.
Yeah.
I watched that and Buying Beverly Hills. I personally think a lot of the shows are stupid.
Yeah.
They create drama just to create drama, and then they make up scenarios. Like lots of scenes aren't real, but it's good TV.
Yeah.
I just don't pay attention. I think it's not healthy for a lot of people to watch it. But with that said, it does get people interested in getting into real estate because they think it's like that. And when they get in, it's not like that. That's why they fail. Now, from recent stat I heard, a couple of years ago, the national stat was like 85% of people will quit within the first 3 years. Like 60% in the first year is pretty likely. But now I'm seeing more stats that's like 80% of people quit within the first year. I know the median age of the first time agent, it has increased, which sounds crazy because you see all these young influencers and people coming in, but more and more people are like a third of agents. Gary Keller's like a third of agents turn out every year. So 1.6 million realtors, 500,000 people quit a year. Also, it's not necessarily new agents. Yeah. So a third of agents, are rotate in and out every year.
Yeah. What's the average tenure for you guys have at Fast here?
I would say, so we started this team 6.5 years ago. So our tenure might be around like 3. It's pretty.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. I would say even with the OG agents with more experience here, maybe like 4 tops.
Yeah.
Yeah. We were definitely heavier on the new agent side.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Because they're always going to bring down your average. Oh, wow. So you're able to just bring that's just a very like noble. Because like a lot of parts is like, yo, well, you could be focused on your own deals, and whatnot, but you're just like giving back and helping these guys grow.
Yeah. It's 2 things. Like back to like the BU but Fast is our company motto or slogan. It's it's not trying to be Kenny. It's just like, okay, this is how you do it. This is the process. This is the how you get the leads. This is what you do. Like, so you can replicate and duplicate that success, and you just follow a playbook. They can achieve the success. But other brands, or just like regardless of brand, if you work with like a senior agent or someone who's been around for 50, 20 years doing a good amount of business, how do you get your business? Oh, my past clients, your sphere. Well, if you're young, you don't have much of the sphere. Your average first-time buyer might be like, Bay Area is very, very unique. For outside Bay Area, the average first-time buyer might be like in 30s, like 36. And it's actually going up every year. So when I started, when I was like 23, like his recession, none of my friends could none of my friends could afford a house. Yeah, because it's recession too. Like, so like, where am I going to get business at? So you're helping agents kind of like figure that out. And that's why social media is such a big part of our business, because it's easy to scale. You can reach as many people as possible.
Yeah, because usually you have to have a network to actually sell towards, but you got to know what to start with. You got to go create that.
Yeah, if you don't have past clients to call, you have one past client, you can't just call that person.
I already call them one time, like, I just bought a house a year ago, dude. Like, can't recoup my closing costs.
Yeah.
So what are like ideal agents that you see, or what attributes will make someone successful that you could help at Fast?
I think grit. Yeah, they're like resilient. They're like showing up, even though they're like getting knocked down. They're not getting the results they want. People can't have that mental toughness, and they're not going to survive.
Yeah.
I think someone with grit versus someone that's more well-spoken or polished or a big network, because if you're ready to grind. I mean, our top number 1 agent, he's 26 years old this year. He's already done like almost 30 million.
30 million half the year?
So I guarantee he has no network because he's young. And most of his clients, he did property tours all the time, open houses every weekend. His best friend, Justin, Clinton's an agent, but his best friend, Justin, is also like in our top 10. And they just open houses and property videos.
Oh, they're just going to town.
Yeah.
They're all social.
And anyone can do that, but not everyone wants to do it.
Yeah. Okay. So grit's one attribute that you guys see,
the hustle, the grit.
Success, hustle, willing to. Do they have to be like, they want to be doing social media, or like, can they,
that's their fastest way.
Would they still succeed or not really?
I've seen some agents succeed without social media, but that it's rare.
Yeah.
Like just give you like a rough, also like 65% of agents who start at ESP Realty or brokerage are starting on a team. So they start on a team, they have access to leads, like a lead pawn or like Zillow or whatever. That works really well. Then I can't name many teams that have a surplus of business, because business is down 30% from our peak years. So many listing agents, top agents are working outside their normal network. Many listing agents are working with buyers now. So there's no team with an abundance of business to give out. So everyone's hustling to like stay afloat. So if an agent's not doing social media and they're not doing online leads, like they better be doing open houses every weekend. They better be networking like crazy. But those things are not scalable because you only do open houses on the weekend.
Yeah.
How many networking events you can literally go to in a single week? Or meet friends for dinner. You have a lot of friends. So you could totally be successful.
Okay. So you gotta get social media, be like you said, the camera, don't just get in front of the camera, go at it. So for like the agents on that side, like what's the like average agent? Like I'm not sure if you have a stat, but average agent making at your company.
I don't have that stat.
Okay, it varies though. Yeah,
Yeah, it varies. You have a lot of new agents. Yeah, like
million. Yeah.
like this year we lost like 50 agents already, but we brought on like 30-ish. So like I don't most of the 50, I'll say 80% of the 50 agents probably didn't sell more than one home in the last year.
Yeah, but they probably didn't actually put in the work, the social media to actually grind and get through. Yeah, but if someone is like follow your process, just get coached by you on what they say.
Yeah.
Would you have a guess of like, hey, if you're a brand new agent, what's
I think
like
it's
the
safe
real
to say they could probably
expectation?
sell
Like two deals?
6 homes the first year. It's pretty common. 6 homes, probably like 60 to 70 grand, I would say.
Yeah.
And by second year, they should be able to make like 6 figures.
Oh, okay. So if you just can grind it out.
If you actually grind out, show up. Like we, like, and then the part of that grid is like showing up. So we just finished a 4-week buyer training course. We had like on average 30 people here every Friday. So those people are showing up. And
those are the crew that get
and then on my sales director does coaching calls Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 8:30, 9:30. We usually average 50, 60 people on those calls. Yeah, they show up on that. They show up for in-person training and they sign up to be lead certified. And they sign up to join the lead program and get the leads. It's rare. Maybe like 5% agents just literally have no chance. I've seen some people just try and just don't have what it takes. And also I add in like the personal branding is one thing, but the personal like personality, and some people just don't have sales skills. Maybe like they could be real estate, but maybe more as an admin. But you know, being a salesperson is a grind. Commission. You'd be right direct people. Just gotta like go get it.
And it takes a certain individual, but it sounds like if you actually like showed up, put in 60 hours, 80 hours a week for 2 years, you could probably get.
I don't even think you find 60 to 80 hours of things to do in real estate. Unless you count a lot of driving, half of it might be driving. Yeah, to be honest. Unless you're like a micro percent of agents. Yeah, like I remember I surveyed my top agents back on my 9th year in business. When I had a team of 10, it's more intimate. I was like, how many hours did you work last week? And I checked this, like the average hours ended up being like 25 to 30.
Oh,
yeah.
For agents, a full-time agent?
Yeah. And to be doing like 15, 20 deals a year.
Oh, that's helpful.
Some agents, that's why I just don't understand how some agents sell like 3 homes a year because
what are you doing?
Yeah, because the showings, right? You're out, let's just say you're showing homes 4 weekends in a row. I had one client earlier, I went out 4 weekends in 6 weeks for like 6, 7 hour days. That's a lot already, but that's like 25 hours. But the paperwork and all that might be another 10 hours. You're in there for like 40-hour tops on the buyer client. The average showings per buyer might be like 10. Yeah. From what I've talked with a lot of my top agents, but I'll give them benefit now. Like, 40 hours on a client, like all in. But so then prospecting takes time, but like, what are you doing with the other 50 weeks of the year?
2,080 hours, 40 hours a day. Like he closes 50 deals a year.
Even a listing, you meet the client for a couple hours, you go back 4 or 5 times to check in and prep and stuff, might be a couple hours there. Once it's on the market, you're mostly handling phone calls and paperwork. You can do a whole listing in like 10, 15 hours. Granted, it takes a lot of skill and experience to build that type of business, but I remember my 10th year in and my first year here at EXP, I had my peak at like 29 listings signed. I think I had 16 or 17 on the market. And I was still, out in appointments all the time and doing things. So agents like to be busy, but many of them aren't very productive, or they want people to think they're productive and they kind of freak out. Oh my God, mortgage was signed. Like, why are you spending that much time doing that? Well, go meet more clients.
Yeah. They're not very effective.
It's not very effective.
Yeah. Cause it was just like, cause for us on the tax side, it's like, well, why don't you make $1 million? Your marginal tax rate, what your tax bracket is like, say 37%, but we want your effective rate to be like 4%. We're the opposite, right? Like you're effectively only paying 4%, even though you're in the marginal rate of 37. It's like, how did you get all that? A lot of it's like real estate depreciation, write off everything. It's just like make more, but pay less in taxes in the overall game. So it's like agents, like don't be busy. Sure, be busy, but you better be effective in making the deals close and making money.
Yeah, and for any agent, like if they're not successful, I think it's completely it's only business where like you have to be completely self-sufficient, where if you're working 30 hours a week, well, in your weekends free, they're wiring you not at open house every single weekend. Yeah. It's just like 1 to 4:30. You should be doing that every single weekend. If you don't have any business, then go hop on a,
might be okay. Oh, maybe.
Yeah. So if you're not busy with deals, then hop on a webinar or training, go watch YouTube every single day, go come to the office to hang out, talk to people, come to every single training, go to coaching in the morning. There's just always something to do. That's how I feel at my time when I was newer. And I have, my calendar looks insane. I track I can tell you what time I woke up any day in the last 5 years, what time I went to bed. Like I track everything with like yellow for workouts and errands. And yeah, so my calendar, I have multicolored code. I track all my sleep, all my Lyft rides, all my Uber. It's probably a little excessive, but I got a little more in depth and I'm kind of stuck. That's the life I chose.
Yeah, calendaring is the unlock. That's what I've learned the last 3 years.
I track everything. My blue is the hours of work in my business, every appointment, every time I'm in the office, whether I'm working at a coffee shop, like mobile office. My green is like working in the business. For most realtors or business builder, as you're transitioning from just doing real estate to running a business, you should spend like probably like 20% of your time working on the business. So it's like optimizing your tools, working on your branding, your marketing, going to training, and then 80% of your time should be trying to get business. And if you do that over time, like you're gonna have more like a machine that you can depend on.
So like people are just like, they're hearing this like, yeah, I hate my W-2 life. Like I want to roll my dice at the real estate life. They want to like come and just see how your system works. They're interested in being an agent. What's the best way to like have that conversation?
Yeah, if someone wasn't successful, I would ask them for a copy of their calendar.
Yeah.
You can't hide from your calendar. And then one thing about me too, I have like 20 people who have access to my calendar, my work calendar.
Yeah.
So I've had that that's been going on for like last 7-8 years. There's tons of people in my calendars. So I also have to hold myself accountable because and then it also makes my life easier for booking appointments and showings. So people who need me for something, they know they can't call me from this block to this block. And then they know, hey, can you do this thing? Saves me the time and back and forth on that too.
Oh, nice. So calendar systems down on that side. Yeah. I love that. So what's next, man? Like what's like kind of like your next like remaining part of the second half of the year? What are your goals?
Just hunker down and just like continue to, we lost a big part of we lost probably like, 200 units in the last 6 months between agents leaving, but we're constantly, we're also as a team here in the prospecting game. We got to keep on recruiting all the time as we lost 50 agents. We had 35 this year. In the last 3-4 weeks, met like a couple people who did 10 to 20 deals that are coming on board. So second half is just getting more exposure, getting more branding. I've been working crazy on Instagram. I post 3 times a day now. I'm probably get 2 million views this month. My biggest month ever. Wow. I'm up to almost 100 followers a day, I hit 1 million views, but just not only that, upping our team's messaging and branding, having more training materials on there, getting out there and just recruiting more agents. I've also shifted my personal brand late last year into more consumer facing because the way social media works is it's less social media, it's more interest based. People play with the algorithm. There's no one out there looking for team content. They're like real estate team. They don't care. Like it's like only less than 3% of agents actually moved brokerages last year. So a lot of my content is educational to get in front of more consumers, get more shares. So this year, get more personal business, get more realtors into our team, increasing their production. Getting our branding out there,
ramping up.
Yeah.
The team going.
Same thing all the time.
There you go. It's just like how consistent you can stay with it, right? It's kind of like fitness, right? How consistent can you stay with your fitness?
Yeah. Oh, and then I'm training for half Ironman. I train 6 days a week right now.
Sick.
I do High Rocks.
Yeah. Okay, you're gonna do one. You got a date on calendar for the
Not yet. I think I'm aiming for a December Ironman, so I feel more prepared. Yeah.
Okay.
So I only rode maybe 1,400 miles in the last 6 months, but prior to 6 months, I rode almost 3,000 miles. So I dipped a lot, and I'm trying to get back, and then I'll probably do another half marathon next month.
Oh, holy cow. Cardio beast, man. Cardio's not my game, but you're another monster, dude. Yeah.
I don't have other hobbies other than drinking. I need to offset that.
There you go. You look good, man. So that's good. That's good. Yeah. No, that's been amazing. So like if like anyone wants to find you, like where's the best place to contact you and everywhere?
Or my Instagram, Kenny_Fast.
Okay, nice. Instagram's the best way to hit you up, or do you prefer like email or other?
Instagram. Oh, I'm also launching my YouTube page. That's a big goal I've had for a long time.
Oh, nice. YouTube page, is it live yet?
No, hasn't been the priority, but I have the channel set up. I have the teleprompter at home. I need to install it, but I'm gonna work on that. And also, recently I just tricked out my space a little more for it. I had my media guy come over and give me some suggestions. Yeah, definitely want to get into long form content this year.
Yeah. Okay. Nice, man. So, all right. So Instagram we got there, and then from there you just like take care of them. Yeah. See, like agent wise, if they want to reach out to you, they reach out. If they want to switch, have more fun, or anyone that's looking for a good home, getting taken care of, that's the go-to.
Yeah.
All right. Appreciate your time, man.
Thank you very much.